Hey y'all, hey, I'm Ashley and this is For Dizzy Birds. It's Saturday and it's actually been a couple of weeks since I've last filmed, so I've got a lot to do to catch you up. This video will be Christmas savings, so all of the Christmas binders and our Cozy Autumn Vibes binder, we're going to get caught up from last week and this week, okay? So if you want to see how much we saved, just stick around. Hey y'all, happy Saturday. I man, I am not feeling super awesome, so I'm sorry if my energy is just a little bit lower. As I said in my intro, I did actually not film at all last week, which was the first time since we started the channel that I skipped a week of filming, and it felt really odd, but all I can say is that it was just a rough week and I needed to take care of myself and my family, and I just remind you all to do the same. Take care of yourselves out there. So I did keep track of what we would have saved, so I have that set aside. And then, of course, this week's savings. So we're going to be combining the 2 weeks together, so we'll have a little bit more to save with than we would have normally this week. So let's get to it, shall we? All right, so up first, we're going to do our Cozy Autumn Vibes binder, which is, of course, the box challenge from GB at Income Babes that we started 2 weeks ago. And basically, we're just going to work through all of the challenges with the money that we have this week. So we'll see how much that is here. 20, 30, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 7, 68, 69, and 70. So $70 going into Cozy Autumn Vibes this week. I hope y'all's Saturday is going well. You're getting a nice weekend. I started feeling sick with some sort of head cold on Thursday. Everyone in my office seems to be down and out from it, so I guess it got me too. So my weekend will be a little bit of recuperating after I'm done filming. I'm probably going to go back to reading my books, which I'm enjoying a lot. But I did not want to miss another week with you all, so I'm sorry if I sound awful, and I'm going to try my hardest not to cough through the video and sneeze all over the table. All right, so if this is your first time seeing Cozy Autumn Vibes, again, it was a digital download. It's got a couple of different options for savings, and then we've got some extras back here when we finish some of the challenges. So we'll start with this scratch off one here. And we will just scratch one. Get our little scratcher tool here. Let's go down here. Oh, it's only $1. What do you say we do another one? All right, but that will just leave one. Okay, so $3. So a total of 4. Should we finish it? We've got a couple more in the back. So let's go ahead and finish it. So 5. A total of 5. So 1, 3, and 1 for 5 total. All right. So we'll go ahead and grab a 5 and we'll add this in right here. I'm going to put this back in the envelope, and I'm going to go to the back where I have some more of these scratch offs, so that we'll have one ready to go for next time. They're so pretty. Definitely autumn vibes. Definitely. Okay, so we'll put that in there for next time, and we will have completed this one. Put this one to the back. All right, so back to the next one. This one is just crossing off icons, deciding which ones we want to cross off. Let's see here. There's quite a few to go on this one, so let's go ahead and do several. And then we have bonus down here to roll a d6 and add the extra. So let's start with well, let's roll So a 3. So if we add a 3 to a 2 here with the snowman, then we would have 5. Roll again. 5 plus, don't have any more 5s. So let's do 5 plus 4 for 9. Okay, go again. A 6. Do we have any more 4s? Nope, I just crossed the last one off. Trying to get even numbers. Let's see. So the next biggest one we would have is a 3. So 6 plus 3 is 9. Cross off these boots. Let's take a 1 back and grab a 10. All right. Let's see what else we have. We have roll the dice. Yeah, we better stop there just to be cautious because I want to get through all of the challenges. We will organize our money here and we're going to put it back. And I can't remember if we were counting last time, but I'm going to keep it a secret this time. I kind of like these when you don't know how much they're going to be. It's really fun at the end to count them out. All right. So the next one up is Cozy Autumn Vibes Roll the Dice. So we're going to roll the dice, and it's a 3. So we'll just color in a 3. And the bonuses down here say if you roll 1 or a 2, then you have to save extra, but we didn't roll a 1 or a 2, so we're sticking with the 3. All right, let's roll again. 5. All right. Grab that 5. Let's see if we can go one more time, and it's a 1. All right. Well, there we go. Whew. How was your week? If you guys, are working or going to work, how was your week? I can tell you, mine was nuts, and it's just continuing to be nuts, and I don't think it's gonna stop being nuts. Just my new norm. On top of just kind of having a lot going on in life, and then having myself get sick, it's just not a lot of fun. But all right, we're gonna do Shut the Book, which is awesome. It's like Shut the Box. If you haven't played that, we're going to roll 2 dice and it's going to let us know what we can cross off. And hopefully we don't end up with 2. Whew, there we go. We got a 1 and a 1, which means a 2, which means we're crossing off the 2 right off the bat. And I don't know much, but I do know that's not lucky. Okay, a 5 and a 2 is 7. So I've gotten back into reading recently for fun, and I'm having a wonderful time reading a lot of fantasy. So in my downtime, I'm doing that. It is a little bit. Oh, we have a 6 and a 3, so now we only have a 4 and a 1. And 6 and a 5. Okay, so we can't cross off those. So we're going to owe $5. Let's see. See what we got back here if we got change. Yeah, let's take this 5 and grab this 10. And then while we're at it, take these 2 10s and grab this 20. All right. Okay, I think we're going to stop there because we have this last challenge here. We didn't do too bad on that one. I remember the last one got us kind of bad. I'm sorry if I am not finishing my sentences or my stories, you guys. I'm having a hard time. My head is really foggy right now. All right, so for this one, what we do is we're going to draw a card. Forgot about my little cards here. These adorable little cards come with the set. And the card will tell us which activity we're going to do. And then we're going to roll the dice to see how much the activity is going to cost. Okay? So let's see. Number 15 is carve or paint pumpkins, a classic autumn craft, whether spooky or cute. All right. So we're going to carve some pumpkins. Let's see how much that's going to cost. 5. Easy enough. All right, let's do another one. Number 2 is have a hot chocolate bar night. Set up a station with marshmallows, whipped cream, and different chocolate flavors. That sounds fun. All right, let's see how much our hot chocolate bar night is going to cost us. $4. Once again, I don't have change. Let me see. Okay, I'm gonna have to make some change here. I'm gonna do that really quick with my prop dollars. We get a 10. There we go. We'll put this back over here. And what did we say? I needed 4 for my hot chocolate bar night. Not a bad price. Let's do one more. Number 13, do a puzzle by the fire. That's awesome. And how much is that going to cost us? A 4. Take this one back and grab a 5. All right. Let's see. I feel like we could do one more. Number 3, create a cozy reading nook. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. I'm just talking about that, right? All right, let's see how much that's going to cost. $5. That's fitting because we do have to buy our books and a comfy blanket, right? All right. Okay, so we've got all of this. I'm going to just organize this second amount here and stick it back in the envelope. And we're going to call that good for this week. We'll put the cards we've done away, and the ones we haven't done will go back here in this envelope. We have just a little bit left. Let's go see what we can do with that to avoid an IOU. All right, so we have a couple of options. We have icons. We still have quite a few icons. We should probably try to cross one more of that. And then we also have the roll the dice. Let's see. Let's do this. Oh, a 5. Okay, so a 5 plus a 1 in this regard because that's our bonus. The 5 is our bonus. So let's do a 1 icon for a total of 6. And then what we have left is 4. So we're going to skip the bonus this time and just cross off $4 worth of icons. Let's do these and this, and that way we've avoided a nasty IOU and gotten a few more icons marked off the board. All right. Okay, so that'll be it for Cozy Autumn Vibes this week. We're making progress on this cute, adorable challenge. All right, so what else do we need to do today? So let's take care of a little business. We have to, as always, take care of our emergency fund, which we are doing with our OPOOP challenge, which again is a digital download in my shop. So you can get that. It comes with an A5 or A6 dashboard. Actually, it comes with both. You can decide which you want to use. And as you know, each week our minimum to save is $30. Well, since we skipped last week, I did not cheat us out of that. So we have a total of $60 going in this week. We'll quote 30 for last week and 30 for this week. So that means we are going to color in 4 of our little friends here. Let me get enough colors. How about a green? All right. So yeah, I've started reading again, and it's actually been a very, very long time since I've read for fun. I usually read a lot of books about my field of my career field, which I like those. But when I was younger, when I was a young girl, I used to read books for fun constantly. I was definitely the book nerd. And it's just been so long since I picked up anything that was just for fun. And I wasn't sure I would like it, but I had a friend recommend a series of books to me, and I kind of picked it up for vacation and then started reading, and I couldn't put it down. And then that just spiraled. I found some good sources of recommendations for other books that were similar or in the style, the same genre, and I've just been reading. I don't think I've turned my TV on in my bedroom in 2 weeks, which is really crazy because I normally would watch it every night before bed. So it's been a nice change. And sometimes it's kind of hard to pull myself away from the books. I don't know if you're a reader, if you feel that way. But it really did help me through a tough week to kind of escape into the book and enjoy that story. You guys are readers. What are you reading? What do you read for fun? Or maybe, even if it's not fiction, what do you read for enjoyment? Now that I'm on the book wagon again, I need recommendations. All right, so there we go. We've got $60 going in, and if I remember correctly, it's living here in this binder now, which will be a good segue into our Christmas binder. So there's our O Poop. Let's see how much we have going in here so far. I think we are on track for sure to hit 650 for the month of November. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 500, 550, 570, 590, 600, 610, and 615. All right, so we have 615 in our emergency fund. Just a little ways go to hit our November goal of 650. All right. Okay, so now that we finished with that business, now we can move on to our new Christmas binder. You guys have not seen this yet, so surprise. In here we have various challenges that are Christmas themed because we can't wait until December to start saving for Christmas, and we haven't really. But it's time to start kind of easing our way into Christmas themed things. So I've got a few challenges here that we're going to get started on. Now we're not going to, throw all our savings at it just yet because we've got a couple of other things we need to work on, but let's see how much we have to save with today. 10, 20, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 61, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84. Well, that's a weird number, but we're going to go with it. $84 is what's going in this binder. Basically, all I did this week was the money that I had saved from last week that was supposed to be filmed. I didn't do anything with it. I just added it into this week's budget and separated it out among my binders. So that might be how the money or the number is a little weird. We're gonna go with it though. So up first is another freebie that I received from Budgeting Introvert when I ordered this dice tower. 1, 2, 3, 4, and they are adorable little cookies with milk. Christmas cookies with milk. All right, so we have $5. We're gonna go ahead and stop there, just because this is our first time doing the binder, and I want to get through everything, and I don't really know what I have in store for myself. All right. Up next is one of mine. Ho ho! What a year! Total is saved 75. 1, 2, 3, 4. Another 5. Lucky number today. All right. Look at me just throwing my shavings off. Being a slob today. I don't have it in me to be neat and tidy. All right, so that starts off ho ho what a year. Up next is Christmas on My Mind, which was a freebie from Snow Gardener 307, and these envelopes are sticking. This is a double-sided one, so we'll have to decide if we want to do both sides or not. But we're gonna start with the scratcher side. It says $100. Let's see here. And if you guys watch Marlene, you know she is Christmas crazy, so I can promise you Christmas is on her mind. 1, 2, and 3. All right, let's do one more. I don't know why I want to do 2 on this one. Just do. Yeah, and that's what you get. A 9. That's what you get, Ashley. All right, we'll do that and take a 10, and then we will wrap that one up for today. You know what? I'm going to put this money in front so it will hopefully stop sticking to the envelope. All right, this one's just one I created in the very beginning of time when I started doing this for myself. It says, let's get lit. Each bulb is $10. Let's see, how much more do we have to go? Let's do 2 bulbs. Originally, when I made this challenge, I thought it would be cute to save for the Christmas lights that we have to do every year that we pay to have put up. We've already paid for those this year, so maybe we'll save for next year's Christmas lights. Who knows? We'll see how it goes. All right, so 2 bulbs makes for 20 going into Let's Get Lit. Up next, this one this is a freebie that I found from Windmill Ridge Budgets and More. I printed it out and I added stickers to it. There are a lot of stickers and it says the total is 65, so let's do 1. Another 5, you guys, is my lucky number today. Another 5. I really need to get my little vacuum out and stop being so lazy. All right, we'll start there. Let's do another one. We've got a lot of scratchers on this one. Another 1. Okay, what's going on? And a 1. We can do that. And let's go one more time. A 3. 1, 2, 3. And a 2. Not too bad. Not too shabby. All right. Look at me being responsible and vacuuming up my mess. All right. Okay, so that gets us started with Penguin Party from Windmill Ridge Budgets and More. Thank you for that freebie. And then the last one in this binder is a roll and save from Buttercup Budgets, and I think we're going to do if I have a 12-sided dice here, let me see what I got. Here we go. We'll do a 12-sided dice since we don't have as many. There we go, a 7. All right, so we'll do 5, 6, and 7. We'll get our little red marker here. All right, and let's start with that. We've got only 8 rolls on that one, so we make that one last a little bit. Let's go back to the front since we still have a little bit left. This one has quite a few scratchers on it and a total of 75, so we need to make some progress on this one. 3. 1, 2, 3. And that looks like a 7 to me. 5, 6, and 7. And 1. So up here in this corner, a 4. Take this and do a 5. Do one more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Woo! That's a 9. That's a 9. Let's hope. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Okay, we're doing okay. We're doing okay. All right. We are going to call it good on this one. All right. So far in budgeting introverts, cookies, and milk, how much have we saved? 5, 10, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, and 25. 25 of the overall 75, so we have about 50 to go on that one. All right. While we're on a roll here, let's see. I do not want to end up with an IOU. This is $7. This is $7. I'm not trusting myself with this one. Let's try this one with Marlene. Let's do this one right here. Now we got a pattern going. 5. Now, that was a good choice. That was a good choice. All right, so we will do $5 more for Marlene. That leaves us with 2, which we will visit the roll the dice in the back of the binder to make sure we avoid. So out of the 100 so far, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. $17. We're getting a good start on some challenges here. All right. So back to the back, our good old roll of the dice, who always keeps us out of IOUs. Right, we have $2. That's a purple. Let's find us a purple. And color one in. All right. $2. And roll the dice. And we are done with this binder for this week. And as long as everything goes the way it's supposed to, we will definitely be visiting that binder next week as well. All right, so what does that leave? Well, a little piece of business here. Also during my week of self-care, my break that I took, we also hit 200 subscribers. And as promised, I did make a freebie for y'all. It is kind of Thanksgiving, still fall, autumn themed. So be looking for my next one, which is likely to be more Christmas themed. But this one is for hitting 200 subscribers. I can't thank y'all enough. Even when I had taken a week off and taken a break, you're still watching and commenting and subscribing, and I just couldn't be more grateful. So I will link this down below. It'll be in my Google Drive, link with all the other freebies I've released. So I hope you love them. All right, so up last is our North Pole box. Christmas Savings Box Challenge. All right, now, before we get too excited and look into what we have, I will tell you that I have the $16 set aside here because we had a nasty IOU from last week, a whole $16. So we're going to take care of that right now and put that over here. So after we take that out, how much do we have to save with? 10, 20, 25, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35. $35, so not as much as last time. So we gotta hope that these cards are gonna be nice to us, or we're gonna end up with another nasty IOU. But that's okay if we do. We'll work with it. All right, so let's draw a card. We're going to the Husky Sleigh. All right, Husky Sleigh. Oh, of course, $15. But you know what's good about that? It means we knock it out, right? We don't have to worry about it next time. It will be done. All right, so we've got an expensive Husky here. $15 right off the bat. Look at me. I didn't even organize my money. I tell y'all, I am barely here. Barely. All right, so 10 and 15. This is going to be a short game, it looks like. But that's okay. Video's already been long enough as it is. Put that in there. And that card is done. All right, let's draw another card. Be nice to us. All right, we're going to the Christmas tree. Right here. Of course, another $15. Are y'all kidding me? Of course. So this little bauble is beautiful, but it's pricey. $15. Shortest game ever, all right? Okay, so we've got $15 going into this envelope. And so far, only a total of 2 cards and an IOU. Alright, if I'm correct, that means we only have $5 left. We have not had the best luck so far. What do you think is going to happen? Alright, Snow Fun. So we're going to Snow Fun. Please be $5. Look at that! It's $5! Yay! Okay, see, I was complaining over nothing. It knew what it was doing for us. Alright, this adorable little girl ice skating is $5, which takes our last $5 for North Pole challenge, and we are done. And we avoid an IOU. We got 3 more cards done. 2 of them quite large. Okay, so we'll put those aside. These back in our box for next time. Put the lid on it. Awesome. All done. All right, North Pole. Thank you for doing us right. That was awesome. Short, but awesome. Okay. So that's going to wrap up everything for our normal weekend savings. We're not going to call it Saturday savings for a little while. We're going to call it Christmas savings. So if you see that difference. And that also means that it might come out on Sunday and it might come out on Saturday. Just however the weeks work out for me. But that will wrap up our Christmas savings for this week and last week. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please give it a like, a comment down below, and if you haven't already, please consider subscribing because we'd love to have you along for this wonderful journey. I will say until I see y'all next time, y'all hang in there. Bye!